Hey guys, this is GamePop here with John with Prison Architect. Now, where we left off, I was going to do classroom, library, classroom, and I was getting ready to set this up. If I remember right, this actually was um, classroom here for the staff, security, armory, and kennel. Yeah, armory, kennel, security. If I remember right. Now, I've been watching a couple other episodes of people, what people had, and they've had came up with some brilliant ideas that I never thought of. And honestly, their ideas are really smart. And honestly, when I look at my thing, I look like mine actually kind of looks stupid compared to theirs. But it also depends on your own opinion, what you want. So they had a pretty nice layout on some of theirs, and I didn't think about that. But I like to try to keep mine locked in to where theirs was pretty much wide open. That was the only problem with I saw with their people I was watching. But that's okay. Now, from them, though, I did learn something really cool, and I'm hoping it's going to work for me. This thing that I think couldn't figure out the appointment schedule, it should be able to work now. Um, if now I realize I have these guards here. Okay. Now the reason I didn't really like them walking around is because it was causing a problem of them not seeing anything. But I realize this could work out pretty perfectly. So if I check out their report schedule here with the resume, I can see that the schedule is like this. So during the sleep time would be a good time. Well, hold on. During the eat time would be a good time for a lot of guards to be in, like, for say, like it would be a good thing for a guard to be in the kitchen and a couple guards to be in the canteen. Um, so like there. So it'd be a nice idea to get some guards in the canteen area. Haven't quite. It's in this time, so it'd be more like the schedule is 6 to 7. So what you do is this, and that will fill in for that. I think. Is it color coded or? Ooh, it's kind of color coded. I want it to be 1 though. And then like it's also we have eat time at 6 to 7. We do have it 12 to 11, 12 to 1 right now. That's until this is done. So right now, I'm not even going to assign 12 to 1 that way because it will eventually actually change back to um, whatever I had earlier with, I think it was um, work it was work at that time. So actually what's going to happen is from 12 to 1, we're going to set a second shift all the way up to 5 p.m. of work time, which will help them. Then I will need guards here and here in the infirmary as well as in the workshops at this time. Scheduled 1 only. So by this time, I could have them scheduled in for a work shift at a certain time. And it'd be great to have one there as well at that time, as well as here at this time. So I'm going to set the other one. I don't know. Haven't quite figured that out yet. And especially like during yard time would be a good idea to have a couple guards out there, like during, what was it, 8 to 9? So like 8 to 9 shift, we need to have a couple of guards out here for this shift. And especially one out here for checking up out here. So, schedule 3 only see how they're scheduled 3. So, wait a minute. Ah, see, look, that much works much better. Okay. So, like, during The 6 to 7 hour shift. This is eat time, isn't it? So we need a here. And we need a here for scheduled 1. And this time shift, that's scheduled 1. Okay, that's good. So it's actually scheduled all at the same time. During the work shift, we need to have you guys here. So this is actually working out better this way. Make sure they're not during here. Oh, wait a minute. I think I screwed up. Yeah, I did. Okay, so they're not scheduled during that time there. Now, here we need to schedule a work shift there. And as well as a one for the work shift up. The work shift one will be here. Sorry. The work shift one will be here. And the eating shift one will be here. Here is all time, so I won't have to worry about that. This is visitation area, which I will keep at all times as well. So that's no worry. We got sprinklers that need some utilities. Right now I'm not going to worry about that. I'm also going to keep an all-timer with a right here for an all-timer. That would actually eventually be something else, just like a dog or something that's going to be sitting there. Just to make sure that place is secure. Now, during this time, we have all these other guards that are up here for no reason. I don't want them there until the sleep schedule, which is from 12 to, oh, 10 to, sorry, 10 to, oh man, if I could push buttons here, 10 to 5. So that's a big sleep schedule, honestly. So that's when I want these guys here. No, 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 not during that time. I want you here during this time. So this way I can schedule it this way. And I can actually even get that one extra guard, which will actually help me a lot. Here is a scheduled guard to free time, so I'm fine with that. That's fine where he's at. But these guys need to be scheduled in during sleep time only. As well as I would actually like to keep another guard stationed here. So that way, in case something else goes wrong and he needs the, this guy is here for that stand-up point, but here's none of the others. As well as during sleeping time, I would like to keep a guard here. But other than that, I see the stations as fluent for now, should I say. Other than that, now we're supposed to be getting armed guards and stuff like that eventually, so we're not really going to be worrying about that much. I'm surprised I haven't actually ever read this yet. Although I already actually have in real life in the game before. By this point, now we're going to grab electricity. Wow, how much? We're good on that. That's good. Let's get the utilities and drag this down into here, as well as drag this across just a little bit and this across just a little bit. Of course, we may have to change that as we go, but that's okay. Now, with this, we need to go with, we said this was going to be a classroom, which was, we're not going over the classroom yet. We're going to get the security first. We need the office desk, 4x4, chair and filing cabinet, but we get a little bit bigger. So this way, now we need a objects, we need an office desk, a chair, and a filing cabinet, which I will set here. Now the reason I do that for this place is because this is what I actually normally do for this place. Is I start doing our CCTV monitor stuff, which I place into here, and I place our toggles available of electricity to any cable, and I do our phone tap in here. Although what I'm going to do is cut off the electricity here for these places. That phone tap is the phone tap, which is fine, and our door control is going to be here as well. It's going to be right next to the phone tap. Now what I'm actually going to do is, that's already been placed, but instead of doing what I normally do, I'm going to set this across like this, and I'm going to build another power room, and I'm actually going to set it right along here, so that way we have it all situated and ready. And that should fit right into there like that. I have something too big. Okay, now that's actually set up the way it should be there. That's just not too big, because it would be a 9x9 once it gets that much. So actually what we're going to do is that. Make sure the walls are planned out. And as well as normal, set a staff door right here. So that way we have that ready. And this way as well, we can now as well do this. And have this connected all the way around our wonderful, wonderful, wonderful new room that will protect our security room. Now we have our security monitor and stuff like that. Eventually, we're not really going to be worrying about security yet on that size. Eventually we will, but currently we won't have to worry about too much. I wonder if we actually can set security cameras at a certain time. I'm not 100% sure about that just yet, but it would be nice to figure out. So, and then as well, we will set up sprinklers in here, 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 and here, which will lead to, I think it was, crap, 2 down from the filing cabinet, which would be here. It was in the middle of the room, and it goes across the next middle of the room. This one was up, and this will lead to out here like this. Will lead this across, which will lead to this. We'll lead this across some more. I heard some weird noises. That's them placing stuff, I think. We will set a staff door up in here. And as well as, actually, I said I wanted walls here, but the way I'm looking at it, I can actually use that full thing without having to worry about anything else, because that's where the classroom's going. So why don't I just actually set a door here, so I don't have to worry about it. If I go to logistics, not logistics, sorry, employment, I can label off this whole area as staff only, and eventually that would be staff only as well. And this is what I was trying to get at with this one. So I'll leave this one minimum security, and this is medium security. That's how I do the yards. That's what I was trying to figure out the one time. Right now, everything else won't have to be worried about too much right now. We're getting the workers up there. Do we have this yet? Yes. Okay, so our punishment is about halfway, and our prison value is a lot. We have daily profits. Our capacity, okay. Death, okay. We just went down percentage. Death in custody. Prisoners escaped. Parole earlied. Reoffended. Hopefully not happening. Our security is pretty decent. Our health is not that great. Our reform, we're getting there. 16 prisoners have been released due to full prison sentence, but eventually we're going to start getting parole. So we're going to start working on that and getting more money just off of that. By that, we will do without dying, please. Our parole will be. How big does parole need to be? It needs to be a 5x5, and that's room. Don't we already have parole? Before I screw up? I don't think I do. I don't think I do now. So for parole, what we're going to do for parole is, this is a big giant table. It's like a 3x3 or something like that. 3x2. Yeah. And so it says a 5x5. So apparently a 5x5 should work perfectly for this. And so what I'm going to do is set up the foundation for a, this is a 1, 2, 3. That's that much. So then I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go to full size there. And that should be 5x5 there. Now I gotta include the wall. Let's just do that for now. Hopefully that should work. Not 100% sure just yet if that will work or not. Of course, I want my walls here, except for here, because that's going to be that. And of course, I want the wall up to here. When I said double door, double door, double door due to visitation room, so that way it's easier to get in and out. The visitation schedule, I think parole schedule is open all hours. So for that, I think I'm just going to assign one guard there at all times. But the we're almost done with this, so this 97% thing. See how they're all in here, but they're not in like the canteen and stuff. The guards. See, I love that. Now watch. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. We haven't got out of the sleep schedule yet, so you can't really watch that part. But eventually, you'll see all the guards leave and go somewhere else. And here in a few they will, because it's almost 6 o'clock in game time. I think it's 5 o'clock right now. Yeah. Okay. So we had that one get exchanged out, which is fine, because that one's getting exchanged out or something. Now he's going over there and open up a door. But the guards are going to see now that all the guards are taking off. I won't let the prisoners get away without having to worry about anything during any other time. So that's going to be nice for them. Now, here we do need a new setup. So we do need to re-add walls in again, which will be here and here. Ugh, that was nasty. And now we're going to set up a, where's it at? Visitors table. Right there. So it's still in a pretty decent size. I'm going to extend that just a little bit, not too much, because we don't want the power to be going poof. But this, we have a new power outlet, which is going to be supplying down there, and so it's going to be letting that off in a little bit. But the next area for here with this will be, I'm going to go ahead and claim it as the parole room once I find parole. And the cool part about it is I want to actually detach from there and go ahead and concrete here. And a yard's going to hate me because they're going to see a concrete wall from now on. But Actually, huh. What? No. I want the prisoner to be able to see outside. Be kind of nice, honestly. But let that get set up. And we'll go ahead and go into the programs and edit. Now, they sleep all the way to 6. So see, I can hear a parole hearing all day. By this time, during the work schedule, I'm gonna let them work, so I don't have to worry about that schedule. But the parole hearings will go all the way up to 10 o'clock. Of course, there'll be one that overlaps the schedule there, but that's okay. And honestly, what I'm going to do is set up a. I used to be able to get 4 in one hearing. Well, we'll just do 4. We'll even have them do it in work. Okay, and then we need to get our water supply up to here for these sprinklers, as well as claim this is actually the kennel, which will eventually get dogs and stuff. And so we'll get a staff door here and a staff door here, and we will now go ahead and demolish those walls, as well as demolish the wall plan for there, and go ahead and add in the wall for here. They have station guards in there for now, but I don't know why yet. The phone tab I will go ahead and set up, which I will need to connect this to wherever the phones are over here. I can hit shift and connect separately like that. Now they're all connected to that now, so I can now hear everything they're talking about if anything goes wrong. We do have a guard on that. We do have 14 guards that are available currently right now at this time, which is nice. So now let's get some dog crates. Really what I'm wanting is a dog here, and I'm really only going to want 2, maybe 3 right now. I'm really only want 2 right now. One just for extra, and then the other one to really actually work the shift. So I don't know what way those are facing. Doesn't look like they're facing the right way. I'm not exactly sure which way is the right way, so hold on. Once they place one of those crates, I'll know which one's the right way. Because one's kind of open and the other one's kind of not. So I'm not exactly sure which one's the right way. Okay, this one's not the right way. So we'll go ahead and wait for that to pop up. We can go ahead and actually hire dog handlers. And now we can go back to, they're finding stuff up here. And now we can actually go over here and go back to deployment. And the guard that was stationed constant time right over here can now get off his deployment. And we'll have a constant dog patrol here. No, not during 2 only. During all time. Not deployment now, deployment through all time. Is there a way to do that? Schedule 2 only. No, I don't want to schedule 2 only. I want scheduled all time. I don't have to wait, I think, for that. So all I'm going to do is wait for time-wise, because it's acting kind of weird for this. Yeah, you're still scheduled 2 only. I don't like that. Honestly, what I might do... That's not going to work. Staff needs to be only in here, and here, and here. Maybe not really there. I'll go ahead and keep that closed, because I don't know if they'll consider a teacher really staff or not. So I need to keep that as a valuable source. I did there. Here is actually kind of acting kind of weird. So I'll go ahead and run this through down to here. We had an escape. How do we get an escape? Okay, that door is killing us. So we'll go ahead and dismantle these two doors and make them staff doors. So, and actually, honestly, what I'm going to do is actually keep them open and go to materials and set out this to be, how far do I make storage? Up to here. This is now officially all storage here. So now this will actually go all the way down to here. We will reset storage. We will not have it this far out. We'll only have it far as the door can go. And so now that's all that. That will no longer be garbage. Forestry is going to get cut a little bit due to when I add this material of a wall here. And it will end here. Go ahead and demolish this as well. Minimum size is not big enough. What? Well, hold on then. If that's the case, then we can't have this door. So we have this door, then that's going to cause problems. So then how am I going to do that then? Maybe I'll keep the forestry like this. Where'd it go? Forestry. And just go ahead and keep forestry this big. And do a staff door or something there. Because that's the way it's going to have to work. The storage is absolutely fine. Alright, so that's planned out now. Alright, so we can actually fix our resume now. And get this back to work schedule. And then go back to our deployment. And we can still wait just a few more minutes during this time. While we wait. Therefore, now we know it's all time for them now. Can't believe I had to wait that long. We will go ahead and dismantle these two. We do not have any armed guards yet, but eventually we will. During an all time, we will have a guard here, but armed patrols will not be anywhere near here. What we will have is we'll have 4 armed people, so they can take shifts. So all times they will be there. So for rooms, we'll have an armory here, and we will have a armory needs a weapon rack, guard locker, and table. So our weapon rack is somewhere right here, and we will stick that in this corner back here. No, we won't. We will stick that right here. Right here. We will stick the table right. That's not the table. That's the table. We'll stick the table back on this wall. And then the guard lockers. We need guard lockers wherever they're at. Guard locker. We'll stick one here, here, and here, as well as one here, and we'll stick one here, and then what's this going to look like? I was going to set a bench, but I don't have a big enough room for that. So it gives me a chance to get one more guard if I ever want another one. One more armed guard. But for now, this many is okay. I really only need 4 anyways. We're still making income. A little bit, but not much. We will now need to be able to make this workshop a little bit bigger. Right here. So we'll go ahead and do the saw. I'll go ahead and put a couple in there. And a press. I'll go ahead and put a couple in here. And we need a table for here. So I'll go ahead and put a table here, as well as a carpenter's table, which I will put right here. Still fit it in pretty perfectly. And as well as, actually, I will put another table in here too, to stack a little bit more. Those are in awkward positions for tables. So let's actually dismantle these 2 for now. And I will set a table here and here. And go find the press and saw. And we'll actually go ahead and we'll put that back in the way we had it, because that's not going to work the way I want it to. We'll go ahead and do that. And find these tables again. And we'll actually set a table against the wall. And we'll go ahead and set another table in here in case they really needed it. That's just the classroom, and if they ever need to come back in here, they can. And we'll go ahead and clear this as a workshop as well, leaving this with the opportunity of trying to find electricity to go through here. Like that. And then, as well as deployment or logistics, we can have prisoners, and we can actually still set some in there during work schedule. Actually, let me rephrase that. I do not want any. That's why I made this one, so that way we couldn't have any in here, because this is the one where they learn, and this is the one they work. So that's a good thing. I may increase this to be bigger, maybe coming down here a little bit more eventually in time. But right now we're not having the correct amount of money for doing that. So it's probably not the smartest idea. Our door controller system server right now is a little bit on the weak side. But that's okay, because what we're going to do is we're going to check out the storage for now. Okay, our storage is freaking locked in pretty well. Materials, we'll check our materials. So what I want to do for here for the materials is actually, I'll tell the materials later. If you guys watch this whole video, make sure to comment down where's the video for cleaning up, because we're making stuff new. So if you guys like this series, make sure to slap that like button and leave comments down below and subscribe. This is GamePop, over and out.